Welcome back. Well, for the third year in a row, the Florida Panthers will play for the Stanley Cup.
Barkov cuts away from Orlov, slides it across, score!
The Panthers erased an early 2-0 deficit to top the Carolina Hurricanes 5-3. They win the series in 5 games. Well, tonight, the Edmonton Oilers take on the Dallas Stars in Game 5 of their series. If Edmonton can win, they will set the stage for a Stanley Cup rematch from last year. A new documentary starring the survivor of the 2018 bus crash in Humboldt, Saskatchewan, had its premiere tonight. It follows Ryan Strechnika's journey with adaptive sports as he works to make Team Canada. CTV's Wayne Mantika has the details.
Ryan Strasnitsky attended a packed house premiere for a television series called We Were Broncos.
It's been 7 years since the Humboldt Broncos bus crash, where 16 people lost their lives and 13 were left injured. It's something that I think about every day.
Initially, Strasnitsky was hesitant to participate in the series.
The more I thought about it, the more I thought it could be good exposure for adaptive sports, my journey, and then kind of a thank you to let people know that from their support, I was able to be in this position now and continue to strive for the Paralympics.
The 6-part series documents the partially paralyzed hockey player's attempt to make the national sled hockey team and an unexpected turn.
So I got cut from the national sled hockey team, and my entire life revolved around getting cut from sport teams. So I knew that the next step was continue to move forward. That's all he's ever taught. My dad taught me that. And so my next path forward, my next open door was wheelchair basketball.
The series airs Monday nights on the AMI cable channel and streams on AMI Plus.
And so one of the things that we've been able to do is work across Canada with production companies reflecting content with people with disabilities.
The series is the creation of Regina television producer Lucas Frisson.
And have a personal connection to the Humboldt crash because I was best friends with Mark Cross, the assistant coach who died in the crash. So, it's always something that's been close to me, and I've always followed Ryan's journey from afar. And
Strasnitsky is pleased with how the television series turned out.
It's a part of life. It's something that happened that I wish I could take back, but life moves forward, and you try to live your best life and do it in memory of them and everyone that we lost that day. So it's a lot of mixed emotions, but a lot of it's like that push and that drive to move forward for them.
While Strasnitsky is now focused on wheelchair basketball, he hasn't given up on his love for hockey. He's considering a return one day as a sled hockey coach. Wayne Mantika, CTV News, Regina.
And finally tonight, no one wants to stumble across a bear, especially if you have your pets with you. On tonight's Sawatsky sign-off, Adam finds out what a Vancouver Island woman did when she found out that her goats were missing.
Hunaida Bellisfer was preparing to go for a walk with her dogs when they were startled by a bear in the yard.
And he was right here, coming. So I was screaming from the bottom of my heart, and he didn't want to move.
It may have been this bear that a neighbor saw on a different day, but in the same area.
I was really scared. He was taller than me. He was really big.
But Hunaida and the dogs kept making noise for almost an hour until the bear eventually retreated back into the woods.
My dogs followed him all the way up there.
The dogs eventually came back, but when Hunaida returned home, there was no sign of her goats.
And I took my car and I drove and I called their name.
She searched for them everywhere for hours, but they were gone.
It was horrible.
Because they weren't just any goats, they were family, especially Nara.
Rejected by her mom, so I needed to raise her with a bottle.
Nara and Hunaida were inseparable. When they weren't watching TV together or going for car rides, the goat would go for hikes with her and the dogs.
So she thinks I'm her mom.
After Nara became a mom, the goat family expanded to 11. But after none of them showed up the next morning, Hunaida couldn't help but think about her work as a grief recovery specialist.
It's important, instead of panicking and anticipating the negativity, trusting that your prayer will be answered.
Almost 24 hours later, it was. A neighbor spotted the goats acres away, and Hunaida rushed to retrieve them.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. I just said, babies! And they were stuck there, but when they saw me, they come running.
Whether the goats were originally scared by the bear's arrival or by all the noise being made before its departure, Hunaida couldn't be more grateful that she never gave up hope and her furry family is reunited.
They're my babies. They're not goats.
Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, Metchosin.
All right, that does it for our newscast. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 6. Good night.